Good evening, everybody. Hi. I hope you're all doing well. We're back to drawing this maid. Who could it be? I wonder. Mussing up how? What's wrong? What's happening? Don't tell me to save my picture the second that I open the file. That's silly. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, hi, Gecko. I wanted to make you a VIP. How do I do that? Thank you for the bits. Thank you so much. And I'm trying to figure out how to make you a VIP. How do I make people VIPs? Okay, Twitch VIP. Wow, Twitch help is down for maintenance. How useful you are, Twitch. Yes, it is. I also added all of my regulars to a list of regulars, so you should all be able to freely do links now. You don't have to ask me anymore. I trust you guys. But yes, once I figure out how to do VIPs, I'm gonna add you to VIPs, Gecko, because you've done so many lovely pictures for me. I really appreciate it. I know that you don't really speak English, so you probably don't really understand what I'm saying, but I really appreciate it. Okay, /VIP Gecko 55. There. Yeah, you can all link. It's like Gruth, Rubber Ducky, Euryxia, Gecko. Like everybody that has a first badge. Everybody that's been here since the beginning. You guys can link freely. God damn it. I moved the wrong screen. Ooh, there we go. I trust you. I also figured out just now, as I was starting the stream, what was still bothering me about this face. And that is she has such a big smile, but her mouth is smiling, but her eyes aren't smiling. I've given myself serial killer face. Oh God, what are you linking? I see. So this is what your nacho chip truly meant. This entire time, it was an obscure reference to this video. Are you this bear? That was a lot of effort to get to a light bulb. There's more than one of these videos? There's 6 of them. Well, we're gonna have to watch these sometime. No, always sleeping. I'm asleep. I'm so good at drawing that I can draw in my sleep. I'm trusting you guys to only link wholesome things. I have so many, like, I'm looking forward to possibly streaming some Blender stuff. But I think I'd have to be on voice with Puff while I did it. Cause I get lost sometimes still. And he helps me figure out what to do. He points me in the right direction. He reminds me of keybinds and things. I'm still a Blender baby. What are you applauding for? I understand the urge to do things just because you can. Oh yeah! I don't think I'd have any issue with it. He's pretty quiet. So he would just be a background puffball. But yeah, he likes to help me with Blender. And the more that I remember, the more proud he feels. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of things you could spend your credits on. There's sound alerts. There's telling me to save my progress. You could save up for the big ara ara. So you got things to spend your channel points on. Other than demonetizing me. You see Noah learn ara ara. See? Rubber Ducky's a man of culture. Let me spend my... What, like you want me to say nacho chip? As I was saying. Ara ara. Might have been too close to my mic. Ara ara. I mean, just do the ara ara redeem, and I will assume that is you wanting me to say nacho chip. Yeah, you got one for free. How's everybody doing today? I'm deciding which pen I want to use for these lines. That's a Dark Crystal reference. Okay, we're gonna tackle the cleavage after. We're gonna start right here on this belly line. I have a lot of boxes in my living room, just empty boxes. I really need to collapse them. I blame COVID. Just over time, you get a lot of packages and you start, and before you know it, you have like a fort in your living room. At least if you're me. Yeah, I'll take care of it tomorrow. 8 years later. Hi, Capel. Yeah, can you truly be a box hoarder? I suppose you can. But like, I have no attachment to these boxes. I'm just a lazy demon. I don't wanna. There are other things I can do with my day. Other things than sitting around collapsing boxes. Yeah, I have 4 flights of stairs. So, like, carrying down, like, going down the stairs, bringing things up, all that sort of stuff, it's just, I feel your pain. Yeah, and also, like, during COVID, for me, I don't go out all that often. That's the curse of working from home. It was a blessing, too, but, you know, it's got its downsides. Meaty knees. Look at these girthy knees. Don't I have lovely girthy knees? Meaty knees. Big meaty claws. They're a bit big to be beanies. When I was at my dormitory, me and my broskies were that lazy and they just kept washing. One time I lived even higher up than I do now, like by like 1 or 2 floors, and I can understand that. I was a younger person, and the trash bins were right outside, but like below my balcony area thing, and the temptation to just yeet those trash bags right out right off the fire escape was high. It's like, do you have good aim? Because if you have good aim, go for it. The dumpster's right there. Mostly. Yeah, but I was talking about trash. Boxes, yes. Like the temptation to keep them flattened inside of a closet is also there a little bit. But not too much. If somebody was looking out of their window as that was happening, I can only imagine how amused I can only imagine how amused I would be if I knew that was happening. Like, they would probably be horrified. But I'd have a laugh. Oh, that would suck. At what point are you like, not my problem? I would feel bad if that happened. Luckily, that didn't happen. So if I was being responsible, what would I have to do? Like, break into their house to get it off of their balcony? Would I have to parkour my way onto their balcony to get it off? I'm not that limber. And as you may recall, I can't fly. Well, lucky for me, it didn't happen. Lucky for me. I'm really excited to play more Pokemon Snap. I'm trying not to play too much off stream because I would like you guys to get to watch, but gosh, it's fun. Yeah, it is kind of messed up that I didn't get powers of flight. I never really saw any use. I can hover a little, but like flying, that's out of my wheelhouse. I can float, but that's like, you know those hovercrafts that people are calling quote unquote flying cars, but really they just sort of hover like 2 feet off the ground and they make tons of noise. That's me, but without the noise. And I can't go very fast. It's good for getting things down from high places. It's like trying to swim through the air. I don't have any wings. All of these are ornamental. I've got little itty bitty wings on my neck and in my hair, but they're just part of my outfit. Maybe after I get enough souls, I can spend my quote-unquote credits on getting a real set of wings. Maybe I can evolve into an archdemon form. Is that it? Because I wasn't a succubus? I was a muse, so I didn't have any reason to do anything but float and hover around the people, so they didn't know I was there. It would be suck if somebody from it would be sucky if somebody from another realm like accidentally stuck their arm through your body, and then they'd know I was there. Not like super well, but it would definitely be uncomfortable. My floating abilities were merely so I could contort around people and whisper things in their ears. Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't think it would matter that much, but for a human, I imagine having a demonic presence piercing through your soul all of a sudden wouldn't be all that fun. Yeah, I can recline in the air. That is one plus side. But no actual flight. Maybe if I can make it back to the demonic realm, I can complain about this. Got a magic mirror I'm working on, you know, so I can at least communicate. Hopefully that pans out. Just need enough souls to power it. If nothing else, maybe they'll, like, hook me up with the succubus package so I can be a proper succubus instead of just, like, you know, it would be nice to have actual succubus abilities instead of just working with what I have by default. I don't have any abilities. Where's my mind reading? Closest to a wizard I know is the stupid little warlock that managed to pull me into the mortal realm in the first place. And he sucks. He's a loser. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He did it by accident. So now I'm just stuck here. Mortal realm. Marriage. Marriage is what brings us here today. Yeah, not him. I don't even know if warlocks are real. Of course I have. It's a great movie. I don't know. I don't know if there are any wizards in my neighborhood. I'm just glad that I have some artistic ability. Otherwise, I would have ended up working at a sandwich shop. The only thing I have going for me is that I can now use my ideas that I used to give other people for myself. So I guess we're gonna have to see what kind of filth I can make. Hope you guys like size difference in NTR. Man, I was thinking about it yesterday, but I was like, man, I should do a short stack form, like a little imp. Like I could be a little adorable imp with big boobs, and and Puff was like, no, don't do that. It'll be horrifying. Oh, where's my phone? Where is it? Oh no. Something unplugged and I don't... Oh, there's my phone. Okay.
I think it was my hands.
Yes, Chibi. Think like... What would constitute a short stack? Like Imp Midna, but with big boobs. There, I turned on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, chibis have big heads. Short stacks are just short. Like, think like goblins from World of Warcraft, but with big boobs. Oh. Or like, I've never been in this situation where I had to explain short stacks. It's kind of in the name though, they're short and stacked. Basically, it's just another way to have somebody that's like 2 feet taller than me. I'm also fine with a 9-foot Minotaur. That's fine. It's so weird to have my stomach uncovered. Merely a foot? I mean, what? Like, big archdemons. You know what I blame? I blame World of Warcraft. They have all those characters with heroic proportions. Like, raid bosses are huge. In Legion, there were so many big demon daddies. Yes, bare midriff. I'm quite pleased with it. Ah, yes. And trolls. Trolls are like, they're hunched over, but then they like stretch and they get really tall. And orcs, those are just like classic Monster Man stuff, you know? Draenei are good. Ah, yes. The cultured female Draenei players. It's always female Draenei and female night elves, and they always have horse schlongs. Horse dingles. Horse dongles. I'm pretty sure it's okay for me to say that. I mean, Yanners was talking about people telling everybody to jack off. I'm pretty sure I can just, like, as long as it's not visual. I don't mind a bit of Fuda. I'm pretty sure some shifting needs to happen with these boobs. Just a bit. Mainly around here. Just to center this more. Bum, bum, bum. Nothing wrong with being a bit lewd. I mean, the things that I draw a lot of the time, it's not exactly unheard of. But I've just been... visually, she's not quite as defaultly lewd as me, so you know, I've been trying to be careful. I don't know if there's a big boob tax, though. I guess as long as I don't put my boobs in the camera, it doesn't matter. Vebe talks about lewd stuff all the time too, so I think talking about it is fine. I'm marked as mature anyway. Yes, exactly. Don't pull a Hime. So yeah, in the interest of being lewd, yes, Eurexia was 100% correct about what was in that package the other day. Only it wasn't from them, it was from another indie company. Can't believe it got stolen. Who would steal such a fine silicone sculpture? I really hope they didn't throw it away. That would be a shame, because it was custom. I hope somebody at least got to enjoy it. That's 70 bucks down the drain. And I think that was the last one that I bought. I used to collect them before I collected figures. But now, plastic girls are my poison of choice. There's some exposed butt cheek on the bottom half, which is why I don't show my bottom half. I didn't know that was against the rules. You can see it right now on Twitter. It's in my pinned tweet. No, I didn't order a second one because they didn't give me a refund. I mentioned it, like, I messaged them about it, and I tried to get through to USPS about it and make a claim. But nobody gave me any info, no matter how many times I tried to message them about it being stolen. So, I gave up, and I was just like, that's $70 lost. Yeah, it sucked big time. Okay. Now the placement of the top is more pleasing to me. Yeah. Set up a dono go to replace it. Maybe someday. I don't know. Maybe I'll look and see if they still sell it. It sucks because it was the first one I was buying from that company, and I'd been following their like accounts for years, and I was excited to have my first one. And then it just got stolen. God, thank goodness it wasn't a VD one, because those things are even more expensive. I think I paid upwards to like $125 for one of those. Needless to say, I actually quite prefer collecting figures because I can look at them all the time. They get more visual usage from me. Might be out of production. I'd have to check. I just checked out of that whole thing. I just stopped collecting, really, and I put them away. And then I started collecting waifus. I used to keep them displayed. Not anymore. Now they're tucked away in favor of more shelf space for waifus. Did you guys see the angel that I was considering buying? Ultimately, I decided against it because I didn't like the face too much, and I can put that money towards Morgan when she gets properly announced. If I have visitors, they know what they're getting in for. I have all of these bare-tittied fucking figures up here, so, like, I don't cover those up when visitors come. I wear my heart on my sleeve when it comes to my degeneracy. I have one husband, okay, let's count how many male figures I have. Are we counting Nendoroids of the same character? Because if we do, I have 1, 2, 3, I would call that a half, actually. 1, 2 and a half, 3 and a half, 4 and a half, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we counting amiibos? I'll count amiibos. I have 8 and a half males. I only count Astolfo as a half because half the time, like, you know, he's Astolfo. But if we count him, like, it's 9. But, like, only 3 of them aren't Link. I have so many Links. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Links. 3 of them are amiibos, and 3 of them aren't. Ah, Astolfo. But I only have 1 expensive male figure, and that's the one of Ozymandias sitting on his throne. It was oozing so much big dick energy that I couldn't not buy it, even though it was $200. Oh god, the Monster Energy can, Astolfo. Oh jeez. I know what you're talking about. I'm cultured. I'm hip. I'm in the know. I'm one of the kids. Not literally. I'm not a kid. I'm thousands of years old. I'm too much of a mom to be a kid. I'm thinking about... Yeah, I've always had a mom quality about me. That's just my life. I wasn't intending to have it be part of my VTubing persona, but it's just something I can't shake. I will always be mom. That's just life. Not that I mind. Yeah, like, I do a bit of the tongue-in-cheek being in character stuff, but I didn't want to be in character all the time. I would much rather just be myself. For the most part. With a bit of extra fun. Because talking about lore is fun sometimes. I wish I had a, like, next button. Sure, we can be in the Antlion's pit. I kind of want to draw some monster girls sometime soon. Specifically the Ragnarok Online girls. But I think that's mainly just because of the fact that I listen to Ragnarok Online music when I'm drawing. So there's this temptation. There's some good some good girls in that, I'd say. Some of the bosses are pretty great. They even made a giant ant queen look sexy. I wish Ragnarok Online had had a proper sequel. I recall Ragnarok Online 2 kinda sucking. Well, she's big and she just has a big human body in the middle. The giant bug bodies is more like a giant palanquin that carries her around. Juniper? I'm assuming you're talking about Juniper. Juniper with her many arms. She's cute. Though I can understand her not being everybody's type. The other one that comes to mind, gosh, I can't remember her name. But she's a moth with pink and yellow hair. I've got a pretty standard demon design. I do look forward to doing like an archdemon form though. I think it could be really fun. Once I figure out how to do wings and stuff. I wanna be able to animate stuff. Oh yeah, this is the song that Turret always thought was referring to them. Ah, you just don't like bugs. That's fine. Nothing wrong with having a preference. My favorite character, monster from Ragnarok Online was this one called Zerltish. Zerltish. She was like a dominatrix with a whip and a demon. Let's see if I can find her sprite. This isn't animated. I can find a sheet with all of her different, like, animations on it, but not an animated version of her sprite. How disappointing. Oh, it's animated here. Okay. That's her. You can see her card art too, if you look up this. And yes, perpetual ZZZ. That's just how it is when I'm drawing. No, you never would have spelled that right. The other one, the other way that it was spelled was literally just calling her Zealotess. Like a zealot. One whole boob. Yeah, that's fair. Hi, I was just talking about you, Turret. I was talking about how the song that you hallucinated had your name in it was here. It was playing at the time. No, I didn't. I heard. I heard. Ah, 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 ah. I think you need hearing aids. This reminds me of a story about somebody that heard Human Nature by frickin' Michael Jackson. You know, and they say, why? Tell him that it's human nature. But their name was Joe, so they thought it was saying, why? Tell him that it's you and me, Joe. That's you right now. Misheard lyrics are hilarious. I keep feeling like I'm going to sneeze and then it goes away. Poor VTuber sneezes. I can't give him content. You think you'll ever run out? People will just stop sneezing. I've seen VTuber accounts for all sorts of things. Thighs, sneezes, feet. Like a support group? I don't think they need a support group. No, just to coordinate. A coordination group. Sweet creams are made of these. Who am I to hug a bee? Or who am I to climb a tree? You gonna get Pokemon Snap? Mario Kart 2. Mario Kart Sundays. I should just call them Switch Sundays. It's just gonna be Switch games on Sundays. Everybody loves a little alliteration. I suppose it could mean something else, but I'm not just a Switch on Sundays. I'm a Switch every day of the week. Speaking of Picarto, I might, now don't hold me to this, but I might be doing a Picarto stream later this month. I was looking at my catalog, and I was considering it for perhaps the 27th. because we hit 5. I don't know if it'll still be there. I might lose followers, but we hit 500 followers on Twitter, and you know what that means. I don't know how many of you remember my 500 follower goal thing. Ah, thank you. I can't believe we hit 500. It was a lot. Oh, well, the one for, like, was it 400? Was like suggestive stuff, like a pinup. And then the one for 500 was gonna be like full-on lewd picture. Yeah, we already have a lewd art tag, but nobody posts to it. This elbow's looking too bony. No matter how many times I redraw it, it just looks too bony. There we go. So I will have to buy a subscription this month to Picarto if I do that, so I can have the VOD. Though, where will I post the VOD? I didn't think about that. Huh. Crap. I love this song. You could post it on YouTube, but leave it unlisted and just link it to Twitter. That's a possibility. Though I think that they still, like, monitor those even when they're unlisted. Like, back in the day, well, on my main account, I used to upload, like, sped up versions of me drawing. And some of them were not safe for work, and they got removed from YouTube even though they were unlisted. So, what was my workaround? I think I put them on Daily Motion because nobody reports anything on Daily Motion. My ID is out of date and I can't go to the DMV, so I can't make an OnlyFans. I tried. Yeah, I guess I could post it to Daily Motion. Everybody forgets Daily Motion exists. I would do Pornhub, but Pornhub has, like, verification stuff now. I'll figure it out. They did ruin their own platform. It's wild. It's like every time you start to rely on something for stuff like that, they just go and shoot themselves in the foot. Do you know how much porn I looked up on Tumblr? A lot. It was the only reason I went to Tumblr. And then they went and ruined it. They ruined everything. It makes me want to cry. It was like the perfect platform for that. Oh my god. Like, you just looked up a tag for what you were looking for, and then it was just like endless scrolling of everything you could possibly want. But no, Tumblr was like, we're not for porn. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's get rid of all the porn. God. And you could make a blog that was a porn blog, and you could just put everything that you liked in that blog, and it was just like a repository for everything you could possibly want. But no, they didn't want to cater that crowd. They didn't want to be a lewd platform. They wanted to be wholesome and family friendly, and then they died. Yes, they did. Yahoo did just that. Yahoo ruined it, and then they sold it off for way less than they paid. Xvideos is possible, I guess. They really tanked Tumblr's worth. It's crazy. And now Pornhub's going the same way. Like, I had such a large following on Tumblr. It killed me to shut down everything when I was on there as my like main art account. I out of all of the places that I had my art posted, my Tumblr had by far the largest following. And then they were like, no, you can't do porn. And I'm like, what? What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I don't like Twitter either. Not for, like, drawing stuff. Since somebody suggested it, I did, it turns out that I made an Instagram ages ago, I guess? So, I posted, like, the pinups that I've done of myself on there. Not the art ones, the, like, screenshots that I make look pretty. So if that's something you ever want to look up, you can do that. We'll see how long that lasts before they ban me. For having boobs that are too big. For having too much personality. Now, I'm gonna try something new and controversial for this cleavage. I'm gonna do it in colors. Because I saw that artist that did it and it looked so soft. Yeah, exactly. They completely destroyed their own net worth. And from what I understand, they got rid of the porn, but they didn't get rid of the, like, pedophile and Nazi problem that they have. So all of those people were still on the platform, but I couldn't draw a boob. Are you for real? Boob is banned? Yeah, porn always gets singled out. People treat it like it's the devil. Look at Patreon. Ugh. Yeah. Patreon has ruined itself over time. Like, Subscribestar does the thing where it's like, okay, this is an 18+ page, so if you want to look at it, you have to agree that you're over 18. Whereas Patreon just took the nuclear option and was like, no, fuck you. If you're doing 18+ things, then you have to hide it, and only patrons can see it. Oh, I have plenty of bitching to do about Patreon, don't worry. Like, only patrons can see it. And also, the things that they've added to the list of things that you can't draw. Like, the things that they are putting under non-con. Like, you can't draw bimbofication anymore? Bimbofication is against the rules? A girl getting some big boobies and blonde hair is now considered non-con / like rape? What? Yeah, you can't draw bimbofication. Basically, you can't draw any transformation that is unwilling. Unwilling. So it's all considered rape. Fine print there. It started out with just non-con. Well, no, it started with, like, the underage stuff. And it's like, everybody's like, okay, that's understandable. And yeah, after that, it was non-con. Even, like, fictional stuff, like drawings. And they were like, some people were like, okay, yeah, sure. Some people were a bit like, that's a bit concerning. And then they started to just, like, fold a bunch of stuff into the non-con rule. Like, vor is against the rules. If it's unwilling, so if somebody says no, then that's against the rules. Transformation. Any type of transformation, whether it be bimbofication, growth, frickin' clothing TF, anything. Yes, Patreon is a bunch of cowards. I hate Patreon. Oh, also boob growth. Boob growth is a no-go. You can't do that anymore if it's against the person is against the rules, and dubious consent does not exist. If somebody starts out not liking it and then they start liking it, that's against the rules. You can't do that. No. But it's like, it started out with some people being like, well, it's a private company. You can't expect them to, you have to follow their rules. And then those same people had it bite them in the ass because they started adding things to their list of things that you can't draw that those people would draw. Like I said, I can rant about Patreon forever. I hate Patreon. Yeah, I was all for Patreon at first. Like, I was one of the earliest users. They built their entire business on the backs of not safe for work artists, and then they slowly started to try and push them off the platform. It was super fucked. And we know what happened to Subscribestar because of the fact that they were trying to stick to their principles. They lost their PayPal support. So really, I guess we should be more upset with PayPal. Like, censorship is bad regardless, in my opinion. And I feel like particularly PayPal and Patreon shouldn't be able to do the things that they do. Because people are making their living that way, you know? Like, you shouldn't be allowed to take away somebody's living because you don't agree with what they're making. It just seems real shitty. But that's just the way it is. Even if it's harmless. Even if it's just a little bimbofication. Bimbofication's a no-go. Can't do that. Ugh. God damn, it is. It's all Disney. What do you mean, Turret? You are a bimbo. Oh, you just wait. How long? Let's see. Let's see how long we're about to get. We're about to get fucked by copyright law again. Let's see. Yep. 3 more years. You guys ready? You guys ready to get fucked by copyright law in 3 years? Because it's gonna happen. Or do you guys not know about that? I'm willing to go on a rant about copyright law. Oh, okay, so the way that copyright law used to work was in the span of the lifetime of the creator, that's when the person had copyright. As time has gone on, this has changed. Would you like to know the reason that it changed? The reason that copyright law changed is Mickey Mouse. You see, Mickey Mouse prints money, and Disney doesn't want their precious mouse to fall into public domain. So, as time has gone on, they've stretched this to be like, okay, it's the span of the person's life and then a certain amount of years. And then they've done this twice. They've changed the law twice. And Mickey Mouse is coming up on being in public domain in 2024. So, they're going to once again ruin copyright law, and it's gonna fuck everybody over. You see, the way that public domain's supposed to work is it's basically to force people, like, the way that people made it sound like copyright law was supposed to work was, okay, so in this span of time, you're not allowed to do something that's the same idea. That way, it makes people continually creative. But that's not how it works right now. They're holding on to these properties, and as a result, nobody can revisit those properties or even ideas similar to them because it's against the law. So, for example, you see and the most fucked up thing about it is Disney specifically. Disney, you can't make a new version of Alice in Wonderland, and you can't make a new version of The Little Mermaid without getting sued by Disney if it has any of the same properties in it that the Disney versions do, even though Disney didn't even own those properties in the first place. Basically, Disney's actually Satan. So Disney not only has a monopoly on these things, but they make it so other people can't revisit those works because they have, and they have all of the rights to them. And they fight for copyright law to never lapse. Yep. Disney's awful. But there's another case of this. For example, you can see it with Sherlock Holmes. Recently, you might have seen this thing about Sherlock Holmes, where they were forced to, like, okay, so Netflix got sued by the estate of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. They got sued because the estate of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle tried to claim that the Sherlock portrayed in the Enola Holmes movie was actually, quote-unquote, based on the Sherlock in the later books, which are not in public domain, because he was, quote-unquote, kinder So because he wasn't mean, they were like, "Oh no, that's based on the later works of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and you can't do that." So they tried to do the same thing, like the same sort of Disney shit. Yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous. Copyright law, it's got its ups and downs. But like it's supposed to be there for protection. But instead of being there for protection, it's usually there to fuck people over. Okay, I'm done with my copyright law rant. Yeah. I do have one more thing to talk about with copyright, and that is so one of my VODs got flagged for copyright. It was one of the Ace Attorney ones, and some company tried to claim that it had some song in it, like "Oh Christmas" something or other, a Christmas song. It didn't. It was there was no music playing, nothing at all. It was just it was me talking. And I was like, "Hey YouTube, there's no music playing here." And nobody actually watched it. And the claim stuck. So there's nothing I can do. Luckily, I can't even monetize my video, so it doesn't matter to me too much, but that's so shitty. And that right, yeah, I imagine they looked at a 4-hour video and they were like, "Bitch, I'm not watching that." Yeah. I've heard that people have trouble with YouTube because the only way to actually get YouTube to respond is to call them on their shit on Twitter, and if you have no following, you're basically screwed. Like, I make content for a living. Like, okay, so streaming's my hobby, but my job is to draw, and I make content for a living, and I can understand the need for DMCA because I've had my content stolen many times, and I need to DMCA to get it taken down. But A, it's dumb that you have to dox yourself in order to do a DMCA, and B, it's dumb that big companies can screw you over with the DMCA law as well. It's there to protect smaller creators, but ultimately it just makes it so big companies can fuck over everybody. Case in point, the fact that we can no longer play music other than video game music on Twitch. I have such an extensive music library. One of my hobbies is putting together playlists. So you can imagine that I'm quite displeased by the fact that I can only listen to one particular type of music. Luckily, I have the Ragnarok Online soundtrack to save the day, because the Ragnarok Online soundtrack is a banger, but... Hi, Twig! Hi. Nope, my name is Scream now. Oh, can I... Come on, hands. Oh, my hands won't let me do it. Okay. I'm Scream. Shocked face. Hands. I'm the scream. Ah! God damn it. Yeah. Most people will allow you if you give them credit. But, like, the companies don't like that because they want money. But even then, it's like, I'm giving you money by buying the initial product, and I'm just trying to enjoy the initial product. Yeah, I agree. And another thing, talking from experience on DMCAs, I've had some people when I was trying to, thank you, Twig. I've had some people refuse to take down my content in the past because I, had a Gmail account, and they were like, you can't do that. You have to have an actual email address. You can't use Gmail. Anybody could be you. Well, joke's on them. I made a website so I could have my own email address. Screw you guys. Yeah, it's a thing. The thieves are getting tricky. Usually I'm pretty like okay with it. Like, I want at least 2 months, you know? Just 2 months of sales. And then I'll be a little more lenient about taking my stuff down. Until somebody smack talks me. If you smack talk me, then I'm taking the content down. Don't be mean. Oh, it's normal. I was talking about my main account. People steal stuff from that account all the time. That's just the life of a content creator. We were talking about DMCA law at length. And I bored many people. And I went from like 18 viewers to like 13 viewers because I was talking about copyright law. I don't regret it. The Disney dynasty deserves to be put to rest. Disney is evil. Not to mention, I watched a whole thing on, like, how Disney basically tried to build their own society at one point, which was horrifying. It's like Epcot. Epcot and Disneyland was supposed to be, like, apartments with their own laws and stuff. And it's where all of the people that worked at Disneyland were supposed to live. Yeah. Basically for room and board. Basically servitude. Basically slaves. I'll see if I can dig it up sometime, but yeah. Disney's crazy. Well, of course I'm not gonna unfriend you after you gave me a birthday gift. That would be rude. I only have like 4 people on my friend list. So I don't see the problem. They could do it legally speaking, but if I recall, it fell through. Something happened, and it was just a horrible idea. And then they just turned it into Epcot Center, and now you can just have a taste of the world. Yeah! Just imagine looking out. Also, like, everything was manufactured. Like, there's a reason why Disney looks the way it does, I guess. Like, a town vibe. And it's because it was supposed to be a town. Yes. Yes. I'll see if I can find the video. What was his name? What's his name? I saw a video. Okay, so it was Drew Gooden. Drew Gooden made a video about this. Come on, let me search. Let me search Epcot on your channel. Epcot. No, I can't find it. I could have sworn it was Drew Gooden. If I ever find the video, I'll link it. But it was about Epcot and Disney and them being crazy. No, I haven't heard the most recent news from Nevada, but I'm not surprised that they're pulling cyberpunk shit. That sounds like a very Nevada thing to do. Gosh. Na, 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 na. They want to take estate land, sell it to corporations who can then do what they want with it, make laws, codes, basically become their own miniature state in Nevada. That's basically what Disney did. You're describing what Disney did in Florida. Cool. So they're going to make company towns a thing again. You're describing Disneyland. I don't know if you know this about Disneyland, but if you call the police in Disneyland, it's not the police, it's Disney. Disney has their own police. From what I understand, their like laws from Epcot, from when they were making a company town, are still sort of in effect. I'd love to draw myself as Eula. I don't know when, though. That's a very detailed outfit. I feel like America has... okay. I'm not even going to talk about that. America's weird. That's all I'll say. America has gotten weirder. I hate politics, so yeah. I'm anti-politics. I'd much rather have boobs. Boobs. Reject politics, return to booba. Who needs politics when they can have mommy milkies? Big mommy milkies. So I saw that Sea Dog VA got the mommy milkshake flavor from that one place, and it took every fiber of my being to not say, "You're welcome." To not say, "You're welcome, I offer fresh milk daily." I was a good demon. I held my tongue. Underbelly? I imagine demon milk is tasty. I just call that the navel. That's what it's called. Navel. Like a navel orange. And if they're like squishy, but not like a detached, like there are different, oh, thank you. I don't remember the last time I saved. There are different levels of belly. Like there's flat, and then there's like a little chubby, and then but it's like still sort of ab shaped, and then there's like chubbier where it starts to protrude, and then there's like a hanging belly. I have what I refer to as fabs. Fat abs. Oh, you careful. You guys are so nice. Fabs have high-level kissability. Plus, I have a womb tattoo, so it's just like a target. Everybody loves a good womb tattoo. Whoever invented the womb tattoo deserves a medal. I was discussing it. I was like, I was talking about it with Puff the other day, and I was like, do you think that the womb tattoo is the new tramp stamp? It certainly gives me the same sort of vibes. Because the implication of tramp stamp was like something to look at while you're taking a girl from behind, you know? And I was never into tramp stamps, but I like a good womb tattoo on a succubus. Yeah. Womb tattoo is sort of a breeding, thing, like, breeding implication. Like, here's the womb. Get your nut. Precisely. Exactly. They glow when you nut. Mine glows. I have like. Can I? Where am I? How did I get here? Okay. Can we like? Okay. Where are my light settings? Here they are. Oh no! It's fine. Okay. Zoom in. Okay. Zoom in more. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. See, it glows in the dark. Back in the corner. I don't think it should. It's a stomach, and stomachs are okay. Stomachs aren't in the listing of things that you can't show on Twitch. It's like boobs, like lingering on boobs, like staring at boobs, and like staring at butts. But bellies are fine. What does it mean? Who knows? Yeah. As long as I don't put my camera in my boobs and start moaning, I think I'm okay. Because that's what Hime did. God bless her. Maybe I've just got something cooking in there. Oh god! I just thought about that video of Nyanners where she was talking about the person that farts in the elevator and she's like, what you got cooking in there? Smells good. I love Nianners. She's my favorite VTuber. Yeah, debut air quotes. I'm glad that she's doing so well. I like her Demon Queen design. It's very cute. And I must say, it has inspired me to, in the future, do like an Archdemon design with wingies. That's a little, like, I purposely wanted something that looked nice, but wasn't too detailed for my default outfit. Like, ornate, but not too detailed, so I could really just focus on the textures and make the textures look really good. But I would like something ornate in the future. Yeah, I was in the stream where she accidentally, air quotes, it wasn't an accident at all, where she was doing the stream with Anthony Padilla, and she just got so excited that she couldn't contain herself any longer. Yeah, but then she kept teasing it after she did the pre-debut. It's okay, she was excited. I can understand that. I'm very torn between, like, working on my outfits on stream or like doing proper debuts. We shall see. I don't think any type of belly is better than another type of belly. I think that they all have their ups and downs. I don't only like thick girls, for example. I like a good shapely skinny girl too. They're great for bullying. I like bullying a skinny girl. I like the idea of being a larger female that just like lays on another girl. And like they're too small and defenseless to get me off. Like they can't roll me off because they're too cute and weak and tiny. I'm not saying I'm not a mom dom. I'm not. Because that would be a lie. I've been a mom dom like all my life. Do you know why this is? I'm going to give you a secret. Going to give you a secret. Are you ready? No, I'm not secretly anything. I'm a switch. It's just you have to be a big, tall monster man to be able to dom me. That's all. The secret is I'm like I'm 6 feet tall. So of course I ended up being a dom. Specifically a mom dom. Like you're a 6 foot tall woman. That's what you're gonna be. That's just how it is. And of course you're going to want to just lay on people to incapacitate them at that point. Or is that just me? Is this like how Mousie's always telling everybody to step on her? I just like to lay on people? I like to lay on people and stare at them and say, now try to roll me off of you. Go on, try. Give it a go. Give it your best shot. What? As I draw delicate ruffles. Guess what? What? Oh boy, is this gonna be... Is this gonna be... I don't know, he has a bit of a twink face. But he's not bad looking. Okay, okay. I don't know if you're all going to look at me differently after this, but what are they called? One second, I'm looking up the name. Oh, okay. So, you know the Metachurls? Like the big boy Hilichurls? The real tall ones? I think that those guys are great. In Genshin Impact, the really big Hilichurls. I saw somebody draw one as a big buff girl. It was really cute. Oh, well, 1 second. I'll go look up a Metachurl. Metachurl. I love that the picture that somebody drew of one as a giant girl is one of the top things that comes up when you look them up. Cool. I guess I'll just link the Google search, since it'll have both. There you go. Look at that giant Link. Look at that big boy Link. I'm gonna delete it. It's too long. Why won't it let me delete it? No, I don't want to ban myself. It won't let me delete it. What kind of Mickey Mouse bullcrap is that? Some nonsense. How about here? There we go. I fixed it. Though if you have TTTV, it says no. You can't delete it. Okay. Here. There, the wiki. That's a Metachurl. They're very tall. And, come on, Twitter. Here is the one as a cute girl. Look at it. Isn't she cute? Look at her eating that meat. It's adorable. Ah, loincloths are great. Yes. Big, tall, horny monster men / women. I love them. They're great. They're like minotaurs. Like, same camp. Hilichurls are the tiny version of those. So, like, Zhongli is a half-dragon, but the size of a Metaturl. That's decent, but he's not very buff. Needs more buff. Have you seen the Minotaurs in Final Fantasy XIV? They're perfect. They skipped leg day a little, though. So I guess they're not actually perfect, but... I have a very vast preference. I agree that muscular can be done wrong, though. You're right, Rubber Ducky. Some people go a little too ham on it. Basically, I want my monster men to look like monsters and not furries. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm not gonna hate on people that like hyper muscles. If that's what they like, that's what they like. I'm a very live and let live kind of person. Let's see. I don't like how the fur is rendered, and the face is a little strange. The face is very humanoid-esque, and that bothers me. It's living in this weird middle ground between human and minotaur. Horns are good. Hooves are good. I like the big hands. Big hands are a must. Big, strong hands. Hands have to be big enough to grip a waist. That one's great. That's a great Minotaur. He's got the beady red eyes. Those are great. No, not for choking, for grabbing waists. Gotta have big hands to use women as onaholes. Big hands, big hands. Big fat fingies. How did we end up in this conversation? Well, yeah, obviously. I did say that if you wanted to have me, you gotta be a big monster, man. With big hands. Otherwise, you get mom dumb. That's it. That's your life. Those are the flavors. These ruffles are coming out nice. I'm pleased with them. These ruffles are like the tail on the Hime picture. Me putting too much effort into something. I always pick one thing. This time it's ruffles. Ruffles are lovely potato chips. They're great for dip. Ruffles are my favorite potato chip. Baked Ruffles are great. They're not as greasy and heavy. And they come in like cheddar sour cream flavor. I'm running with this. I'm running with this, Hirixia. You did this. I like Ruffles, like the baked Ruffles with some hell of a good dip. I probably haven't. I don't watch that much stuff. I'm a big supporter of doujinshi. Now, if you want a good Minotaur doujinshi, you should look up Jezebel Amazoneth by Asanagi. That's a great one. I think it's on Faku. That one. I like Asanagi a lot. A lot. A lot. A lot. Fun fact. Asanagi, the way that I found Asanagi was when I was very young. And it was because I was playing Ragnarok Online, aka the people that made this soundtrack. Asanagi made some comics that were Ragnarok Online themed. They were the first ones that Asanagi made. And I've been a lover of Asanagi ever since. Like, I want to own Jezebel Amazonas. Like, physically, I would love that. Yes, those are my tastes. Large Venus. Big Venus. I love Asanagi's artwork though. Like, Asanagi is on Skeb, but they cost so much money because they're so famous. Like, let me go look at their Skeb. Skeb. Oh yeah, I've seen that comic. Mm-hmm. Skib. Skib. Alright. Skib at Asanagi. Yeah, Asanagi costs $1,300 to get a picture from them. They've gone up. It was $700. Now it's at $1,300. So that's like the holy grail. the holy grail of commissions for me. Someday, in the distant future, I'll get an Asanagi picture. I shouldn't say I will. I should say if I'm ever rich, I will get an Asanagi picture. Otherwise, I will never get an Asanagi picture. Yes, dono goal, Asanagi picture. I mean, would you guys like to see me drawn by Asanagi? Maybe someday. But it's also like, I could do other things with $1,300, you know? I could buy commissions from so many other people with $1,300. You should go to bed. Don't let me keep you awake. Sleeping schedules are important. That if I could buy a commission from Asanagi, I would, but it's $1,300. And I'm like, wow, I could buy a lot of commissions from other people for $1,300. I have a, like, folder on my browser that is full of people on Scab that I want to commission to draw me. I'm kind of considering taking a commission this month so I can treat myself to a commission from one artist that's like open right now and they're like $100. But A, I think that you guys would love to see it, and B, I would love to see it, so. No, not 13K, 1.3K. But yes, all of the tacos, all of the chicken, all of the ice cream, all of the cake, all of the pizza, all of the burgers. It's okay, you're tired. Yeah. If I ever take commissions, I'll let you guys know. Oh, yeah. I said I was considering taking a commission this month. We'll see. Figuring out how the inside of this ruffle should work has been an ordeal. But I think I've figured it out. I think we've achieved inside of ruffle status. Now, I'm thinking about blocking in the black as black in this. Make a new layer to see how it would look. Bum, ba, ba, da. But yeah, like, I'm definitely interested in buying some commissions. Just because I feel like it's not just for me, it's for people that like my design. So, like, you guys could see me do stuff. You know? Also, winding back to Twig, Belly Bulge is a good tag. Do stuff, eyebrow waggle. Do the sort of stuff that I'm gonna draw on Picarto. That kind of stuff. So make sure you follow my Picarto account. If you haven't already. Oh man, I should eat one of these Uncrustables. Oh. Thank you for reminding me to eat something. Like a delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's just life, though. Like, especially with 2020 and a good chunk of 2021 so far. When you're getting groceries delivered and stuff, sometimes parts of it just doesn't show up. Sometimes they give you food that is rotten. I had some unlucky times getting strawberries. Well, lucky for me, when I complain that, hey, this is rotten or something, the delivery people usually give me a refund. So I guess that's a silver lining. Boob. Also, my apologies if I scared anybody talking about giant minotaur dongs. I'm not usually so directly lewd. I don't know, maybe it might. And I don't like the idea of making people uncomfortable. I want to make people happy. If it didn't make you uncomfortable, I'm glad. Forgot to do the nail. There it is. I can't help it. Yes, I did scare more people talking about copyright law than I did about dogs. People should be scared of copyright law. No, don't worry, I'm not gonna go on a copyright law rant again. I'll happily talk about dogs. I love dogs. They're great. You sound like the Dark Assembly. Yay, nay, nay, yay, nay. The only takeaway that matters from that whole thing is everybody should hate Mickey Mouse. We were on the same page, yes? Who needs Mickey Mouse when you can have big fat boobas? The Dark Assembly is in the mobile game as well. You have to do things for them each day. Like to upgrade the shop, stuff like that. Or additional experience from battles. Gacha is so dangerous though. I refuse to wail on the Disgaea mobile game. I mean, it's in-game. You can't do lewd things to a mobile game. You're welcome! Area scaling. There we go.
boobs.
Yes, I think the black being hard lined in is good. Sleep well, Capel. Take care. And I'll give you a heart hands. Please, hands. Thank you. Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye. Sometimes my hands just need to wake up. But yes, I hope you're all having a lovely Tuesday. Well, thank you. It's just more fun because I was more lewd. Tuesday, innit? Tuesday. No, I can't do a British accent. Tuesday. What? Or if you want to go with a Cornish accent, water. George Warlegan. But no, I can't do. Like if I think of how to do a British accent, my brain just defaults to like Harry Potter quotes. Yeah. I can do a goblin accent, though. Have you guys ever seen the Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie? It's got the guy from James Bond in it. I forget his name. But, there's something hilarious about the fact that she's putting on a bad English accent and he's putting on a bad American accent. And all I can think about is, like, what the two of them thought of each other in that. No, not that James Bond. The most recent one. Yeah, Daniel Craig. That said, the second Tomb Raider movie is not as good as the first. I feel like Tomb Raider is the perfect game movie. It doesn't pretend to be anything it's not. It's just a fun romp that seems like it could be a Tomb Raider game. I have not seen Sonic. But I mean, at the same time, Sonic doesn't have a slow motion scene where Lara Croft runs without a bra, so I think it'll lose. My integrity is quite low. Slow motion running from an explosion without a bra on. Much jiggling. Wow. And there was Booba, but like it certainly wasn't the center of the movie. The first thing that comes to mind with me in Tomb Raider is that scene where she's like on the bungee cords inside of her great hall and she's fighting people with her guns, and then she has to fashion a gun out of a screwdriver and like a fucking air gun thingy thing. I enjoyed that movie. Hi! Welcome, Blood Moon the Wolf. Thank you for the follow. I don't need realism to have a good time. I don't know. I feel like it's the same thing as enjoying a Michael Bay movie. Yes, the lethal robot that also plays music. All right, take care, Eurexia. Have fun raiding. Yeah, it does. It came out, what, like, early 2000s. Yeah. Then yeah, the CG looks great for that time. I think if you just look up, like, the ending of the movie, you'll see the scene that I was talking about with the aforementioned jiggling. Ah, oh, that's the second movie with the weird time travel-y stuff. Wait, no, the first movie does have the weird time travel-y stuff, too. The second movie is, not time travel, it's, like weird portal-y stuff. Second movie sucks. First movie's great. No, second movie's Pandora's Box. Mm-hmm. The thing I didn't like about the second movie was, they made her way too dependent on a dude. In the first movie, she kicks ass. But in the second movie, like, she gets saved by somebody, and I'm like, Lara Croft doesn't need to be saved by anybody. Welcome, Big Minotaur Daddy. How are you today? Thank you for the follow. I love a good Big Minotaur Daddy. Big Minotaur daddies are my favorite kind of daddies. I'm not small. I'm tall. With a huge personality. But it is an amusing thing, considering the conversation we were having previously. You know, about big minotaurs. Man, you should have seen me with Hades. I saw fucking Asterius and I was like... I see Asterius and I'm like, yes! Come to me! Yeah. Asterius is great, and they gave him a great voice. Oh my god, I loved Asterius. And he calls everybody short one. Ah. Oh, what a waste! Somebody else could actually use that account. It's okay, you can just give it to them. You know who does a good Asterius impression? Puff does a great Asterius impression. He briefly considered being all like... He briefly considered being like a low poly minotaur, and he was like, yeah, but people would call me like shit or something, like for VTuber. And I'm like, I mean, if you put yourself like having a like low res UI to make it clearly part of the gimmick, then I guess that like that shouldn't matter. They should know that it's intentional. But then he was like, yeah, but people will still say it looks like shit. And I'm like, you shouldn't worry about that if that's what you want to do. This is the wrong layer. Oh god, how much did I do on the wrong layer? Oh, that's so much. Okay. People are Jerks. Mini Minotaur. I'm being IM'd. He's wholesome. He's a wholesome being. I don't know who Tobuscus is. Look at that garter. Looking sassy. Indeed. You may not get to see it very often, but I do have some shapely thighs. Look at those ruffles! Oh, I'm so pleased. The more I draw this, the more I definitely want to make it an outfit. It'll be a lot of work. I need to finish my sweater one first. It does. You can turn that off too if you don't like it. It's in the settings. I love Etna's sexy beam. I'll be honest, I've been having a draw Etna itch ever since I started playing the game. I mean, me doing anything on this account is me doing stuff for myself. Pretties are pretty hot, dude. So hot, they're almost explosive. Nah, it's just a joke. Though Etna does have a thing where she attacks pretties harder, and when she throws pretties, it hurts more. Also, Fuka is a cute prinny. Fuka is an adorable prinny. Prinny, air quotes. She's just a girl dressed up as a prinny. I think the story of that game is like, hell ran out of resources, so they couldn't make prinnies anymore. I love the stories. They get so crazy. Skyo 1 was pretty emotional towards the end, too. Like, they make a lot of jokes and stuff, but eventually they sort of get to a heart place, you know? Which I appreciate. I appreciate when a game knows how to make jokes, but also have a fun time. walls. Alright, we'll take a ruffle break and do the face. Big smile. What did you learn? Other than copyright law. And how awful Patreon is. And how Tumblr tanked its stock prices. Of course I want to be a Minotaur's own a hole. Why wouldn't I? Who doesn't want to do that? I feel like that's just like a common thing. Yeah, I can take a beating, man. Got some cartoon anatomy. What a nice eye. I'm pleased with the shape of this eye. I'm considering doing it this month. On the 27th. I need to put aside the $15 so I can get, the premium account. Hopefully Twitch will pay me by then. My amount of, like, money that I have hasn't updated since, March 31st. So there's just a bunch of, like, subs and stuff sitting in limbo. Yeah, that's what I thought too. But they were like, they do it at the end of the month, but sometimes it takes up to 15 days after the end of the month for them to do it. And like, I sent in a thing about it, and they were just like, tough shit. Well, yeah. My first one, I didn't have $100 because it was right after I just started streaming. So it was like 30, and it's been stuck at 30 since then. So there's just like, yeah, it's rolled over, but it's just sitting there. They won't let me take it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought something was like wrong because it's almost been 15 days now since the end of the month. I guess it's just probably because I'm low priority since I'm only an affiliate. Sure, go for it. Coming up with things to draw. Like making poses and stuff. I am the least confident in my pose making ability. Yes. Yeah, after I started using it, it helps a lot. But at the same time, I don't like the idea of using it as a crutch. It's definitely useful, but I don't want to only be able to draw with it. Like, I didn't use it for this. A moth flew past my face. It scared me. I got spooked by a moth. Yes, Juniper saying hi.
It's not much, but thanks for being you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation, Twig. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And $5. That's like... With $5, I could buy KFC right now. They have the $5 fill-up. That's 3 chicken tenders, a biscuit, a side, and a drink. It's the thought that counts, and I really do appreciate it. Donations aren't required anyway. I do appreciate it every time you guys do, and it does mean a lot. Let's do it. Let's commit to the belly line. Belly. Chubby belly. Fabs. Who doesn't love fabs? Yeah, I understand that. For me, it's bills. It's why I'm very careful about the amount of money that I spend. That's also why I appreciated you guys helping with the Switch so much. I'm really happy that I get to stream Switch stuff, because it's really fun. Thank you. I don't remember the last time I pressed the save button. I think it's because I'm chatting so much, so I forget. So that really does help. And yes, bills are the bane of my existence. Rent. Rent is the worst. Having to pay to simply exist somewhere. corrupt quest. Corruption, corruption, corruption quest. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. I do love some corruption. Corruption is fantastic. Corrupted nuns. I know. Well, of course a demon loves corrupting nuns. Angels are good too. Corrupt knights, corrupted nuns, corrupted crusaders, corrupted angels. Yeah, that looks good. Mumbling to myself about ruffles. I'm gonna do relatively simple colors on this. That way I can get it done. Plus it'll make the ruffles pop more. Can I do this? No. Color margin? Yes. Alright, take care, Gris. Thank you for coming. I'm glad that you guys aren't staying up too late. I know it's really late for some of you. Yeah, I would have liked to have the original English voice actors too. But I appreciate that they gave us any voice acting, so... That's pretty late. Boobs. I am pleased with how this is coming along so far. I will be departing shortly, so I can eat dinner before I go to bed. Hi, Platinum. Ah, I just realized that you missed the conversation earlier. You're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna have to watch the VOD. You're always telling me to be more lewd. You missed the whole lewd conversation. But you also missed the rant about copyright law, so I guess you win some, you lose some. Gotta have big hands. If a Minotaur doesn't have big hands, it can't use people as own holes. I mean, he also missed the whole part about me wanting to, like, smother gangly women. Though that's not exclusive to women. Gangly men are fine, too. Gangly people. Yep. Sorry. You'll just have to watch the VOD. Thank you, Double Creature Feature. big boobas. I think it's too late at night for me to get KFC now. Let's see. Big bubbas. Big boobles. It's not. When do they close? When do they stop taking orders? Foot reveal, but only in sock. Okay. We're done for the day. We made some great progress. I can only draw so much on weekdays because I had to draw all day already. So I try to be careful about not going too far. Otherwise my hand will die. It was fun. It's always fun. I always like to hang out with you guys. Let's see if anybody is streaming. Oh, perfect. Mousy is streaming. We can raid her. Let's get that set up, and I'll say bye to everybody. Okay. Thank you all for coming, like always. And I had fun talking about lewd junk and hanging around. I look forward to doing more art stream stuff on Thursday. I have to remember that it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. More art stream stuff on Thursday. And I'm hoping to finish this line work on Thursday. And it'll be nice. Maybe I'll work on it a little in the meantime. Like after work tomorrow, I can work on it a little. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I love you all. Heart eyes. Hi. Love you all. See you soon. I'll see you soon. See you on Thursday. Bye-bye. Mwah.